Hi, in this video I'm going to be showing you the activity centres. I did go into this briefly in the last video, but, briefly, went on for hours about it in the last video, but now I'm basically going to explore them in more depth. Now this video is dedicated to somebody in my year called Zach, who I promised to show these to like ages ago, but I never got around to it. So, hello Zach, I have finally got around to doing this, and everyone else. So, basically, let's just go to here. You just saw the command I did there with the window, blah 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 blah. To get these activity centres to work in, you're going to need to type in the following command. Here it is. So it's reg svr32 space accie.ddl DLL. And then at the top here, what you need to type in after that is say something like succeeded, hopefully, and then this is the command you need to type in after that. And remember as well, capital A and no spaces. And then you just press OK and it'll open. I've already done that. And it worked. So basically, let's go and have a look at the activity centres. So here we go, start page. So this is basically, essentially, what they were planning on at the time. So let's just show you something. This is what, like, they wanted your desktop to look like. Obviously you wouldn't have the Windows Start page down here, but yeah, it's pretty cool as you can see, and it's very buggy. Like if we go on something very basic like music, it just say I can't open that, but recent programs and things like that, they do work. Like you can see, it open programs in Windows Explorer, which is very interesting. And down here you can also see this, that's just basically like your desktop, and you can also customize the page, as you can see here. This is the one that's the default. You can also activate something called jump, which you can see a preview of up there, and if you save that, here we go. So this is the jump thing. It's pretty cool, as you can see. And I think if we press exit, that'll bring us back to the other one. Yeah, there we are. And it's basically awesome, and I really like it. They sort of look like the Windows ME style Aboriginal things, but if you've ever seen the sample pictures in Windows ME, they do look like, or some of them anyway, look a bit like these ones. And that is interesting because it obviously comes all the way back to this, and it says code name Millennium, sorry, and obviously this is Neptune, but I'm not sure why they appear in this build, because these were basically very early ME builds, and this is obviously Microsoft Neptune. So yeah, I mean, it's awesome, really. This isn't the only thing. Now I'm going to turn it back to default because I prefer that. Let's just save that. You also get the option to reset, which is like resetting to defaults, and exit, which brings you back to here. If you try to open something along here like games or whatever, that won't work. But if you try to open something like play games and get game news and everything, it doesn't work either. That was working earlier. It's not now. That's very annoying. Let's just close that. And okay, hang on. If we go forward, see this here, Millennium Desktop. I think I pronounced it right. Can't pronounce that word. Millennium. Never thought I had to say that properly. Yeah, that's basically the same as Start. So, yeah, pretty cool. Game. Start. Bug. That. Not sure. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to go somewhere else. Nope. I don't think this works very well at all. Nothing. Images. Yeah, that's basically the banner, which they have on all of them. I think there are PNG files. Common. Oh yeah, here we go. I set these as thumbnails earlier if you've seen the other video. Yeah, this is quite cool. In fact, I might just go around and set them all as thumbnails. Here's home. And this is pretty damn cool. Full screen. I can't seem to see any scrolling things, but yeah. Let's just... You can not create a playlist. And you cannot open my music. It basically leads you all back to the same thing. Search for music. Search for music. And yeah, I mean, this is very buggy. Some very good people have dedicated quite a lot of their time to making this work, and it doesn't, well, this obviously doesn't work at all, but what they did was they completely fixed it, and I have seen a video on that before, and they are awesome. So, like, even just managing to obviously get this working in future. It's like, there is a, there is a build of actually Longhorn. It's not related to this, but they call it like Longhorn the way it's meant to be, and that's basically like it's 2008 that's made, and it's basically like a fixed version of Longhorn, just before the development reset. And it's good how people just sort of find a hobby like that, fixing things. I find that really nice. Oh, go away, yes. Not even connected to the internet, okay, IE's just crashed. Import. Interesting. I like this sort of banner effect and how it widens out at the bottom. Interesting. Look, that actually searches for music, look. 0 files found. Search specific folder for music. That does not work at all. Playlist. Can't seem to move over there. Let's just try to view this full screen. Either. Let's just go back down here again. This time the car is hiding away. Where should we go to now? So you'll already checked games out, so how about photos? Another bug page. Review. Interesting. Like you expect, this is one of them things that you just want it to work. It's just there to work. It isn't there just to sort of do nothing. It's not to work. It's just player. Oh, that is. Apparently nothing. I wonder if I can get a music file up and drag it onto that page and see what happens. Sample music. I might be able to access the Windows 2000 startup actually. So minimize some of this. This is interesting. Got loads of random things in here. Utopia. Here we go. So yeah, that works. But how about here we go. Now this is our I wonder if moment, so I don't know at all if this is going to work. No, they're just... I was wondering if there was actually something on there which you could play music on. Some hidden sort of goodie, but doesn't look like it. I've already seen playlist, my music. Oh, come on. Oh, you pillock, go away. Excuse my language, but... could just work. Camera. Type the name for the folder where you want to. Surely it wouldn't do that though. Perhaps that's just like they were really aiming for something really good there. Because all the average user would do was just type in my documents or my pictures. They wouldn't type in something like this. Imagine an old granny, right, sitting down at her computer. It'll be then something like would it be after this? It'd be like... Well, I can't even think of the directory for that now. That would just be like desktop. That's the only like sort of easy directory I can think of. But yeah, you wouldn't like see an old granny just sitting there typing that in. It would be either my pictures or just pictures or my documents or documents or something like that. Delete pictures from camera after copying them to my computer. Yeah, that's really, really like delete pictures from camera after copying them. I've seen it all now. I can obviously tell that somebody was pretty tired while I was doing this. Why do you want to delete pictures that you've just got from your camera? I don't understand if you wanted to delete pictures from your camera, but not copy them to your computer, then delete the pictures that you've copied. That's just stupid. Oh well, let's see if any of this works. Nope. Email. This is interesting. I wonder if you'll be able to track a photo there. Please say you've got some sample pictures. Yes, it has. Well, that's quite interesting. Look, it gives you a preview there. Something like RTMs in XP. Okay, let's just drag this over. Nope, it's not working. Just shows you that image. Oh gosh. Rotate. Oh, this is just like... There's just so many things for something so little like that. You just think there was like a small button which actually came about in XP where it says, oh, do you want to rotate your images clockwise, anti-clockwise, whatever. In this is no. You've got a whole different page to rotate your pictures. Click each picture you want to rotate. Oh dear. Then save. Or save as new picture. There we are. What actually happens when you do that? In fact, I wonder if I can... No, that wouldn't work, would it? I was thinking about going back to the sample pictures and putting it in there, but I'd just open it on the bloody thing again, won't it? That's annoying. Oh well. Get pics. This is another thing where, like, type the name of the folder where you want to save your pictures to. Oh, I'm just going to, these computers are so complicated. Oh yes, see, documents and settings. You wouldn't, oh gosh, nobody would ever do that. Seriously, rather than doing that, I'd just rather have them as DOS than that. Oh well. Or everyone would just save them to the root directory, like just the C drive. So then they just go into my computer and then go onto local disk, and it would just have all their files there because nobody knows how to navigate to my documents or whatever through obviously command line style thing or anything. Yeah, but I mean that's probably just about it for the activity centres. Let's just go back to them. Yeah, I mean there's not much else I can show you on this really. I mean, just imagine like back in the year sort of 2000 to 2001, just logging on and seeing this. It's just fascinating really, isn't it? And the idea of this actually did get carried forward in the end into Windows 8, which was arguably the worst operating system ever released. But this actually looks like a pretty decent sort of OS, really. I mean, if it actually had this, and this was meant to be the whole screen and everything, it would actually look really, really nice. Yeah. And obviously, you keep the traditional taskbar and start menu, obviously. But, it's cool. I really do like this. And most of these things don't work. I mean, let's just try a few of these, shall we? Yeah, this just doesn't work at all, look. They go down. Oh, they do eventually. Yeah, that worked. Does this work? You need to double click them, I think. Yeah, you do. Double click each one to make them appear. Outlook Express. Oh dear, I just clicked on Outlook, didn't I? Silly me. That works. That works as well. I doubt they were going to do away with these Explorer windows. I don't like the whole UI was meant to be based around these activity centres. I think these were just meant to be the starting point of what you was doing, and then you was meant to navigate to wherever you wanted to from there. Because, I mean, you wouldn't just spend hours just on this or whatever, and they obviously needed to refine it and everything, and I think, like, especially where the old granny sitting on the computer finding the directory of my documents, I think they were actually trying to implement something which would recognise that file name, like my documents or documents in lowercase or uppercase or whatever, and then actually open my documents itself by a sort of background utility which went straight to that directory. Yeah, I mean, this has been really interesting, and I really do like this. It's internet connection. Oh yeah, because I accidentally clicked on that bloody go away thing over there. But yeah, this has been a really interesting video, and I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. So I mean, if you like this sort of thing, I will be uploading videos like this, especially on pre-release versions of Windows, because I always find them fascinating. But I'll also be doing quite a lot of tutorials on my channel as well soon. And like, this isn't just going to be on these virtual machines. I am actually planning to have them running on actual hardware, because just after Christmas in 2015, I will be releasing loads more videos, which will be like, let me just think, which will be obviously taking actual computers and restoring them. So that will be everything from MS-DOS machines, from like Packard Bell Legend series and everything, all the way up to Pentium 4 Windows XP machines. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm planning to do basically. So obviously, if you like this sort of thing, and I know I certainly do, and if you've got any suggestions about what I could do in future, or anything I could do with Neptune even, or Whistler, or Memphis, or Chicago, or anything like that, please do leave a comment down below, because I do really appreciate that. And obviously, if you do like this, my channel's just sort of starting up at the moment, so obviously please do like and subscribe for more, and I hope to see you in a new video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm just going to release my mouse, and goodbye basically.